bring those that have been delegated to come down with you.
This is for immigrants. I think this is for all immigrants.
Susan, why don't you come stand close by, because you get an opportunity to speak. So. We're gonna do it a little bit different this time. Since this is an immigrant resolution, we will have a Spanish-speaking translator. So, whereas the City Council and Mayor of Huntsville, Alabama enjoy the benefits of a dynamic immigrant population representing areas from every corner of the globe,
considerando que el Consejo Municipal y el alcalde de Huntsville, Alabama, disfrutan de los beneficios de una población inmigrante dinámica que representa regiones de todos los rincones del mundo y
and whereas immigrants have made significant contributions to Huntsville's reputation as a global leader in space exploration and scientific advancement through their work in research, engineering, and innovation.
considerando que los inmigrantes han realizado contribuciones significativas y a la reputación de Huntsville como líder popular. En exploración espacial y avances científicos mediante su trabajo en investigaciones ingenieras y innovaciones.
And whereas immigrants serving as doctors, nurses, medical professionals, and support staff have been vital in establishing Huntsville as the leading medical center for North Alabama,
Y considerando que los inmigrantes que sirven como doctores, enfermeras, profesionales médicos y personal de apoyo han sido fundamentales para establecer a Huntsville como el principal centro médico del norte de Alabama.
and whereas immigrants have established businesses, created jobs, worked in essential industries, and contributed hundreds of millions of dollars each year to Huntsville's economy.
Considerando que los inmigrantes han estabilizado negocios, creado empleos, trabajo en industrias esenciales y aportado cientos de millones de dólares cada año a la economía de Huntsville.
And whereas immigrants have contributed to the cultural diversity of Huntsville, enriching the very vibrant fabric of our city,
Considerando que los inmigrantes han contribuido a la diversidad cultural de Huntsville, enriqueciendo el vibrante tejido de nuestra ciudad.
and whereas immigrants have served in the United States Armed Forces in disproportionate numbers, defending the nation with bravery and distinction.
Considerando que los inmigrantes han servido en las Fuerzas Armadas de los Estados Unidos en números desproporcionados, defendiendo la nación con la valentía y distinción.
And whereas the city of Huntsville values its immigrant community and seeks to promote cooperative, peaceful existence and equality for the community.
Considerando que la ciudad de Huntsville valora a su comunidad inmigrante y busca promover una convivencia cooperativa, específica e igualitaria para toda la comunidad.
Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council and Mayor of Huntsville, Alabama recognize and celebrate the invaluable contributions of immigrants and encourages all residents to embrace the significant role our immigrant community plays in strengthening and enriching our city.
Por lo tanto, se resuelve que el Consejo Municipal y el alcalde de Huntsville de Alabama reconocen y celebran las invaluables contribuciones de los inmigrantes y exhortan a todos los residentes a valorar el papel significativo que la comunidad inmigrante desempeña en fortalecer y enriquecer nuestra ciudad.
Thank you very much. Susan, I'd like for you to have the first opportunity to give your comments.
I thought I'd be making this from behind the safety of the podium later, but here we go. I'm Susan Stewart. My address is on file. I'm here to speak about the resolution honoring Huntsville's immigrant community. I want to thank Councilmember Meredith for sponsoring this resolution, for listening to and understanding the concerns of the immigrant community and their advocates. And thank you to the mayor and city council for stating so clearly with this resolution that Huntsville would not be what it is today were it not for the immigrants who have chosen to make Huntsville their home today and for hundreds of years. I'm humbled by the people I've met during the last year, representatives of immigrant-led organizations and individual members of the immigrant community who are speaking out about the needs of their community and who are taking concrete action to meet those needs and to help keep their community safe. I am grateful for my fellow advocates who have shown up here and elsewhere with passion and a zeal for justice. We will not forget that our city depends on the presence of contributions of people who come from around the world, and I promise we will not stop advocating for their constitutional rights and their safety. Thank you so much, Councilmember Meredith.
You are very welcome. Can you acknowledge by name?
Veronica Carney, head from Latino Hope and Advocacy, has been our translator tonight. At the last minute, she agreed to do this. Thank you so much, Veronica.
Forgive my being remiss, but Mr. Mayor, if you would like to join us, certainly for the photo op, please come on up and be a part of this if you would like. And then finally, I'd like for Ms. Jackie Shuck to comment.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Councilman Meredith, what an honor for myself, all who are up on the stage, and those in the audience, because immigrants could not have successfully integrated into the community if it wasn't for the entire village. So we're so thankful. I am the Chief Executive Officer for Global Ties Alabama, and for 61 years, we have led the effort not only to support immigrants, to resettle refugees, and to welcome international visitors, delegations that are sent by the U.S. Department of State to this community. And the citizen diplomats that are in this room that have supported each of our visitors, international visitors, it has been a blessing and a true reflection on our United States of America, which is founded on the backs of immigrants.
There are a lot of organizations up here, but for the sake of time, we're just gonna say thank you very much for all that you do for the immigrant community. I know we have had it translated into Spanish, but this proclamation, this resolution is universal. It is for immigrants, no matter where you have come from, you find yourself in Huntsville. We want you to know that we appreciate all of your contributions and that this is for you as well. Thank you.
Everybody right here. Okay. Go. Thank you.
Again, we're gonna try to change a plat restriction. That we went through all kinds of meetings and presentations and so on and so forth to get put in place. Why do we even bother if then you're just gonna wait a couple of years and sneak in a change on us? I don't get it. Immigrants also came up, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to say that we have a lot of Palestinian immigrants in this city. And for some reason, they have not been recognized in their time of need. And I wish we would do that. Thank you.
The council. My name is Georgia Hernandez, I moved to Huntsville when I was 8 years old from Tegucigalpa, Honduras, with my beautiful immigrant mother and my father, a U.S. Army 7th Group Special Forces Green Beret. Growing up in a military household, I learned early on what real service and dedication looks like. My father took a solemn oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, a commitment to fairness, justice, and the protection of civil rights for all people living on American soil. That fundamental principle is why I am standing before you tonight. While I appreciate the honorary resolution recognizing our immigrant neighbors, symbolic gestures are just that. Our community needs clear, binding public assurances. I'm asking this council to pass a formal resolution stating that the city of Huntsville will not voluntarily collaborate with federal immigration enforcement. When local...
Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to cut you off there for just a minute. The subject is the resolution itself, which was honoring...
I'm mentioning that.
Please, but you are straying from it. The instructions are strict, specific
It's
content.
part of the resolution. It's part of the topic.
And
You're
as the
asking
person
for-
that,
you're asking for that.
if I can
Please,
interject,
Mr.
as the
Mayor.
person that sponsored the resolution, that's not part of it.
I have to disagree, and it's a shame you won't listen to your constituents.
That resolution was carefully crafted. Honestly,
And it's just a gesture.
the people that you are supposedly advocating for have said they don't want it.
No.
That's very interesting, because I'm one of those
Okay,
people.
we're going to stop here. This is not dialogue.
That's very
Mr.
unfortunate.
Meredith, thank you so
This is not
much
actually, people
for
are
bringing
watching,
clarity.
people are watching all of you.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. We'll now hear from Christopher Leoy, who's also in Resolution 2670. Is Mr. Leoy?
My name is Christopher Leoy. I live in Madison. My address is on file. I was going to come up here and thank the council for passing the resolution honoring the immigrant community, but out of solidarity with my friend and comrade, I'm just going to reiterate everything that she said and really castigate you for cutting her off.
To speak is Susan Stewart. Ms. Stewart?
I made my comments from that, sorry, thank you.
And we'll hear now from Jeffrey Engel. Mr. Engel here.
My name is Jeffrey Engel. My address is correct on the sheet. I'm a member of the North Alabama chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America, and I'm here to thank Mr. John Meredith for your resolution recognizing the immigrant community. Huntsville, from our founding, is built on immigrants, from British and French immigrants that sold the land, from the native population here. I would like to recognize them as well.
Passing this, which I cannot understand because I think it was only for goodwill and benign, and I honestly think that it could go further. I think that if you wanted to honor immigrants, you should pass a formal resolution not to cooperate with ICE should they become lawless in this county. I don't think that it's that big an ask.
Thank you. And we will go on to the rest of the meeting, and we will hear now from Mayor Bowden.
Thank you, Madam President.
Okay.
Good evening, dear friends. My name is Victoria, and I'm single mom of 2 kids and a refugee from Russia over the territory of Ukraine. I never imagined I would lose my home or become a refugee. Like millions of Ukrainians, my life changed because of war. My children and I have been here since September 22. 4 years is a big part of life. Enough time to build a new home, become part of the community, and begin to live in a future again. America gave us a chance to feel safe and begin again. I work for taxes and do everything I can to build an honest life and contribution in this community. But today, many refugees and families who came to the United States legally are living with fear and worry. I know this fear personally. My work authorization is far often Texas, and my current immigration status is valid only until October 19. This is not something I read about the news, and I'm living it right now. We follow the legal process. We are your neighbors. We work beside you. Our kids go to school with your kids. I'm asking you today for compassion, courage, and support. Please stand with refugees, Ukrainian families, and people who come to country legally and are trying to work, raise their kids, and rebuild their lives in safety. Please see us first as human beings. Please keep fight for us and help us live without fear, but with freedom and with dignity today. Thank you for listening. God bless Ukraine, and God bless the United States.
Council on matters relating to the specific content of items on the meeting agenda. You may sign up to speak on the public comments roster prior to the meeting, and they have done so. When called, approach the microphone, state your name, home address, and city of residence. Each speaker may address the council for 3 minutes. Speakers shall refrain from entering into a dialogue with council members or city staff and from making comments regarding the good name and character of any individual. Let me emphasize again that, and we ask that you please restrict comments to the agenda item, specifically to the agenda item itself. Some people have signed up and it seems to be veering a little bit from the specific agenda item, so keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead and begin with Joy Johnson because she's the only one that wants to speak about something different. So Joy Johnson, the first speaker will be Joy Johnson. Her subject is 10E, Green Mountain.
Joy Johnson. I live on West Arbor Drive in Huntsville, District 1.
Thank you.
I just, again, we're going to try to change a plat restriction that we went through all kinds of meetings and presentations and so on and so forth to get put in place. Why do we even bother if then you're just going to wait a couple of years and sneak in a change on us? I don't get it. Immigrants also came up, so I'm going to take this opportunity to say that we have a lot of Palestinian immigrants in this city, and for some reason they have not been recognized in their time of need, and I wish we would do that. Thank you.
We'll now move on to Georgia Hernandez. The subject is Huntsville's immigrant resolution. Please remember that resolution was about honoring immigrants, and restrict your comments to honoring immigrants.
Buenas tardes. Good evening, members of the council. My name is Georgia Hernandez. I moved to Huntsville when I was 8 years old from Tegucigalpa, Honduras, with my beautiful immigrant mother and my father, a U.S. Army 7th Group Special Forces Green Beret. Growing up in a military household, I learned early on what real service and dedication looks like. My father took a solemn oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, a commitment to fairness, justice, and the protection of civil rights for all people living on American soil. That fundamental principle is why I am standing before you tonight. While I appreciate the honorary resolution recognizing our immigrant neighbors, symbolic gestures are just that. Our community needs clear, binding public assurances. I'm asking this council to pass a formal resolution stating that the city of Huntsville will not voluntarily collaborate with federal immigration enforcement. When local...
Hernandez, I'm going to cut you off there for just a minute. The subject is the resolution itself, which was honoring
I'm mentioning that.
Please, but you are straying from it. The instructions are strict, specific content.
It's part of the resolution. It's part of the topic.
You're asking for another resolution.
If I can interject,
Please, Mr. Merritt.
as the person that sponsored the resolution, that's not a part of the resolution.
I have to disagree, and it's a shame you won't listen to your constituents.
The next person.
That resolution was carefully crafted. Honestly,
and it's just a gesture.
The people that you are supposedly advocating for have said they don't want it. Okay?
That's very interesting, because I'm one of those people. We're going to stop here. This is not a dialogue. Mr. Meredith, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
For bringing clarity.
For watching all of you.
Thank you, Ms. Hernandez. We'll now hear from Christopher Leoy, who's also in Resolution 26670. Is Mr. Leoy here?
My name is Christopher Leoy. I live in Madison. My address is on file. I was going to come up here and thank the council for passing the resolution honoring the immigrant community. But out of solidarity with my friend and comrade, I'm just going to reiterate everything that she said and really castigate you for cutting her off.
Thank you, sir. The next to speak is Susan Stewart. Ms. Stewart?
I made my comment.
Thank you.
Sorry, thank you.
And we'll hear now from Jeffrey Engel. Is Mr. Engel here?
My name is Jeffrey Engel. My address is correct on the sheet. I'm a member of the North Alabama chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America, and I'm here to thank Mr. John Meredith for your resolution recognizing the immigrant community. Huntsville, from our founding, is built on immigrants, from British and French immigrants that stole the land from the native population here. I would like to recognize them as well. And following up by our most historic of the German immigrants who were brought over here after World War II, a lot of them Nazis, to all the immigrants that have come in the last several years. I myself am an immigrant from Arizona. I moved here farther away from most folks who have moved here from the Caribbean. So Huntsville is a city of immigrants. We call them transplants when they are from within the United States, but they are immigrants nonetheless. So I do want to thank you, Mr. John Meredith, for recognizing the contribution of all of the folks who did not grow up here. So, thank you. And I'm back. I really appreciate Trey Riley giving me a phone call this afternoon, allowing me to come back to City Council after 6 months of demanding my rights be restored. Thank you to Nina Robinson for violating those rights back in March.
We're straying away from the content.
John Meredith for. Thank you, John Meredith.
Your time is up.
Recognition of the immigrant community.
Mr. Engel, your time is up. We'll next hear from Maria Stansberry. Is Ms. Stansberry here? We'll go on to Katie Calvert. Is Katie Calvert here? Rebecca Sanchez? And Ms. Sanchez.
Good afternoon. My name is Rebecca Sanchez, and I'm in District 4 of Madison County. My address is on file.
Thank you.
I would like to thank John Meredith for helping us get this passed. I would like to say my father has been in Huntsville since the late 90s, and he works from 6 to 7 as a mason, except on Sundays. And every day he comes home and he wonders about his place in this country, and I would like to appreciate for passing this resolution to honor immigrants. And I understand that there was some tentativeness or some apprehension about passing this, which I do not understand because I think it is only full of goodwill and benign, and I honestly think that it could go further. I think that if you wanted to honor immigrants, you should pass a formal resolution not to cooperate with ICE should they become lawless in this county. I don't think that it's that big of an ask.
Thank you. That concludes our speakers, and we will go on to the rest.